So I just decided I wanted to have a little bit of a hair talk, just about things that I observed from YouTube and just learning a little bit more about the long hair community in the last couple of years. I guess my first, just the first thing I want to say is some women are kind of bothered, like they do put videos where they have long hair and they show hair tutorials, and I guess some of them seem bothered that people admire their hair. But honestly, I never felt that way because when you look at mainstream culture, people they sexualize a lot of things and admire a lot of things, and it's mainstream okay to wear really skimpy swimsuits and for people to make comments about women or men wearing revealing things. So I guess for me, if somebody admired long hair, that never bothered me. I thought, well, it's more modest. Not that I care what people wear. I'm not a prude or anything. I don't care, do you? But I don't see how admiring long hair is some bad thing. Some people, even when they have long hair, they're like, oh, I'm hesitant to have these people say they like my hair. But I don't see how it's a bad thing if men or women admire that you have long hair. But that's just my take on things. Well, for instance, I don't know, things really just don't bother me. I don't think it's bad to admire having long hair. I think it's pretty, and I actually think it's nice to know that there are people out there that do admire long hair, whether they be men or women, because when you're younger, a lot of people, they want to grow their hair long, and in their day-to-day life, there may be some people who like that, but there will be people who will criticize them. And as a young person, from my own experience, I remember I had my hair wasn't as long as it is now, but it was about to here. Most of my life when I was young, I had hair between here and here up until 20, but it was always a problem for many people. They didn't like that my hair was long. They would comment on, why is my hair long? Why don't I get a perm? Why don't I style my hair this way or that? So as a kid, and this was before hair extensions became more popular, as a kid, having long hair wasn't very socially acceptable. And even in college, I continued to have long hair for the first 2 years of college, but a lot of my roommates and friends would comment on, why is your hair long? Why don't you try other hairstyles? And I don't know why. I was always very secure in having long hair. But when I got to college, during my junior year, I did cut my hair. First to here, mid-back length. Well, no, it was a little shorter than that, actually. It was about shoulder length. Then it grew up to mid-back length. And then one day I was like, oh, my hair is getting long again. Should I cut it? Because people kept saying I should. So I went to a hairstylist, and she was recommending some layered haircuts, and her hair was actually about mid-back length. And I told her, oh, I want to cut it up to here. And she didn't really want to. Some hairstylists are pretty good. They're not going to, force their ideas of, a certain haircut on you. And she didn't want to do that. But I wanted to do that because I thought, this is how I'm trendy. I need to have shorter hair. So during my 20s, I went back and forth a lot with haircuts. Sometimes I'd grow my hair out. I think the longest was mid-back length. And I did the shorter haircuts through my 20s. That was something I experimented with. The last time I went to a hairstylist, I think I was 30. That was the very last time I got this layered haircut. And I had liked this hairstylist in the beginning, but towards the end, she was very booked. She was very busy. And she didn't seem quite as invested in doing my hairstyle. But I never went as often as other people, and she would say oh, you need to come more often, so you can get this hairdo and that. But it was a money thing, right? She wants me to come more often so she makes more money. And then a year later, I hadn't heard from her. But this is when I had decided I'm going to start growing my hair out. I wasn't completely growing my hair out yet because at 30, I grew my hair out to here, and then I cut it up to my shoulders again. And then I grew out again, like cut it to my shoulders. Like I had an interesting, like I wanted long hair, but I felt like because of my younger experiences that I always needed to trim my hair so it would look like super trim and blunt on the ends, just because of things people said. Like I took to heart too much of what people said. Like so I would always do this trim. Like even a few years ago, like in 2014, like my hair was about to here. So I would trim 3 or 4 inches off my hair every few months. Like I trimmed a lot of inches off my hair. My hair, especially when I went vegan, which is funny because everybody's like, you need animal products to grow your hair out. I don't know. I believe in hummus hair because when I started eating a lot of hummus and vegetables, my hair was, I've always ate vegetables, just but more, my hair was growing a lot. And in this past year, I feel like I ate a little too much vegan junk food, but when I start eating like really healthy foods, I notice like it's good for my hair, it feels hydrating. I'm a big advocate of hummus. I don't know, like I feel like hummus is my #1 thing to help my hair grow. So anyway, I would trim lots of inches off my hair. In fact, up until last year, I would trim a couple inches off every few months. And I've been trimming less. Like I did trim an inch off in early July, and I had trimmed another inch off a few months before that. So I still do trim, but I've been trying to trim less. And I thought, well, I probably could have had really long hair a long time ago if I thought about it. But the reason I never got into the super long hair thing was because I always loved long hair. Actually, my dad, like, he likes long hair too. Like, people in my family, kind of hippies, they like long hair. My mom had longish hair, like, here. Actually, interesting thing about my mom is she still has relatively long hair, but like a few years ago it was longer. And people would say things to her like, oh, I remember when you cut your hair, but I know you'll cut it again. Just like they will make random comments to her, like, oh, like, when are you gonna cut your hair? And it's just funny because like people wanting to have long hair, some people don't like it. I've had interesting comments made to me, like just about how nobody needs to have long hair from this person who doesn't like long hair. But as I've continued to want to grow my hair out, I feel those comments are not relevant anymore because I enjoy having long hair. And if you want to have long hair, it's like something that you eventually need to do for yourself and not for other people. Because there's always going to be somebody, and I grapple with this all the time. This is something I heavily grapple with. You can't worry as much about what people think. And yeah, there's always going to be somebody who doesn't like long hair. But if you like it, this is why I like the long hair community. And if men admire long hair, I think that's cool. It doesn't bother me. Like, I know some people don't like that. Like, they think, like, oh my gosh, like, but I have found, like, most men who like long hair, they seem really nice, very gentlemanly. And I still admire people who are gentlemanly. I have no problem with that. There was this guy that came to my channel. He said he liked long hair. And then he told me something about how liking long hair was something related to the patriarchy and how it was suppressing women. And I was like, this is strange. Like, some people just like long hair. And I don't want to make things political, especially when this is just a hair channel. But honestly, like, without making things overly political, I think it's okay to like long hair. I think anybody of any persuasion, lifestyle, if they want to have long hair, they can have it. It doesn't have to be anything. Some people are always looking to fit themselves into a box. And there is this thing called identity politics. Some people, they just need a label and they need to like cling to it. And anything that kind of deviates a fraction of an inch from this like idea of like what is a virtuous person, because like think about it this way, like in the past, religion was the big thing that governed life. Like everybody had to belong to this religion, or you could be literally persecuted if you didn't belong to the religion. So as things have become more secular, you would think things are more free, right? But not necessarily. Like now we have these political labels or ideas or just like definitions, and sometimes if somebody is more introverted, which means they want to do their own thing, things that please them or make them feel good, it will pop up on someone's radar, and they will be like kind of ostracized for it. It's so silly, right? If you want to have long hair, just have it. But if you're kind of a more sensitive person, sometimes the things people say can like just make you feel like, ugh. And I totally get it. Like, I know why. Like, some people feel like they feel pressured to look a certain way or do a certain thing. But I guess what I could suggest is you have to just like gather your thoughts a little bit. I'm doing good. And just think like, do you want to have long hair for yourself? Does it make you happy? How are you doing? Or do you want to please these people that are momentarily in your life? Because if you're a young person, I guess this is how you could think about it. When you're going to school, like this seems like the most important part of your life, right? But you will be away from those people eventually. Like even when you're in college, you're not gonna, like even people that you're friends with in college now or high school, and they're telling you that you need to have this hairstyle or making you feel you need to look a certain way. 10 years from now, everybody's gonna be doing their own thing. You're gonna be away from this influence. You may be around other people who make comments about your hair, but ultimately, as an adult, it's your decision. Even as a teen, if you like long hair or not, you should have it if you want it. And I really think it's good to have a long hair community, and even if it is like men who like long hair, I think that's cool. Like because my friend and I were talking about this topic the other day. Well, I didn't know what this was, but just like men who feel like they're kind of rejected by women a lot, or not made to feel like they can meet people, and I'm like, maybe it's because this is the way society is. Like people can be very hard-edged now, and if somebody says they like long hair, they're being told that they're a certain way, but maybe they just like long hair. Maybe you need to dispense with your identity politics. Like you have this shield, this idea of what is a virtuous human being or what's a cool person, but maybe you need to just be like, somebody likes long hair. Like there's a lot of nuances with long hair. It's not, long hair is pretty, but it elicits a lot of reactions. There's a lot of historical significance to it. It's a really interesting like hair and how interesting and deep it is. It's kind of cool, like when you think about it. We're talking about, I like having long hair. I guess I'm just kind of having this conversation, thank you, by the way, about long hair, and I want to encourage people to have long hair, and I want to encourage people who like long hair, if they just tell someone that they look pretty because they have long hair, I think that's perfectly fine. Like for me, I guess if some people don't like that or they're insulted by a compliment, no. Like I like that. If somebody's nice to me, like I was always taught, just say thank you to a compliment. Don't like try to analyze what a compliment is. Like just be nice to people, and if you like something, it's okay to say so. Like I just want an open space where people with long hair can feel comfortable, like if they're nice about it, not like the weird like hair cutting people. They can go do their own thing. That's not what this channel's about. But people who like long hair, I think it's nice. I think for them to have a space where they can talk about how they think long hair is pretty cool, and it's nothing bad. Like I'm just trying to, like, I like to analyze things. I have a very analytic mind, so I can't just be like, so, I don't know, like the person who told me the other day, oh, well, this video isn't real. Well, are they listening to things I'm talking about? Like, I'm talking about a lot of real things. So, anyway. I love long skirts, too, thank you. So, yeah, I think it's really cool, like, clothing and hair, it can make people feel good, right? So I guess at the end of the day, just dress, and if you like long hair, like you should have long hair. And what else was I gonna mention? Oh yeah, I want to do henna again, but I've been like putting it off because henna is like really messy. But I still love the way my hair like looks in the sunlight with the henna and how it gives it like that red glow and how it conditions my hair. But I was thinking about this, like about maybe grinding up the henna a little bit more. I'm just thinking about like ways I can apply henna. And I also put this headband in my hair because I just thought it was kind of cute. Yes, my hair is real, it's not pretend. Like, this is my real hair. It's growing out of my head. I don't have extensions. Of course my hair is real. Like, how can my hair not be real? This is my real hair. It grows out of my head. Like this, and like this, and like this. I don't go to the salon. I don't have extensions. Lots of people have real hair. Like, how can my hair be pretend? It is real. My great-grandmother had hair to her knees, okay? All of her life. Because this was something that my mom always told me about. It was very salient into about how because this was in a time when a lot of women were bobbing their hair, like, well, later on my mom was born, but she just told me how her grandma would put her hair up in this, like, she would braid her hair and put it up in a bun. And then I guess my uncle also told me, he said, yeah, she has really dark hair, and her hair being long reminds me of our grandma. Like, it's in my DNA. Like, there are people in my family who were very capable of growing really long hair. It's just not something that I had longish hair, but I wasn't interested in growing my hair super long until recently. No, I've had my hair cut a lot of times. Like, this is the first time in my life that I had long hair up until I was 20 to about here, but I always would trim it. This is the first time that I'm trying to trim it less to see how long I can grow it. So I do still trim my hair, but I'm trying to trim less off my hair, like to see how long I can grow it. So this is the first time I've been like having a hair journey where I want to see how long my hair will get. So I have cut my hair on and off over the years. If you look at some of my old videos on my main channel, you'll see that my hair is shorter. And I would cut inches off, like when I did a trim, sometimes it was 3 or 4 inches. That's a lot of hair. Like if I had started earlier, my hair was probably, I think, yeah, it would have. But I had to be open to having a very, very long hair journey. Like, it's something you have to work towards. You can't always just get into it. Like, it's something that's been happening over time, and now I'm getting closer because my hair is about here now. So it happens over time. Like, you get there by being open to having long hair. So anyway, thanks for watching.